So today we're going to be taking some M1 Garand clips. They're two identical ones. I've seen a couple questions of whether or not you can do 30-06 and 7.62 by 51 or through a Winchester in the same M1 Garand clips. The answer is yes, and I'll just do it here. So I'll start with the traditional 30-06. These are some hunting rounds, not ones that you typically use in a M1 Garand, but nonetheless, they'll do for the purposes of loading the clip. So what I usually do is I start with 3 or 4, and I will push them down so that they spread out. You have to make sure that the rims, to the extent that these things have rims, they don't really, do not get caught up on the sides. So as if they do, the top of the cartridge will rise too high and it won't actually be able to load into the rifle itself when it comes time. You can see I've got 6 there. I'm making sure they're all pushed all the way down. Here goes the 7th. I'll make sure that it doesn't again rise up and get too high and be too far out to be able to load it into the rifle. And the angle's a bit odd here, so I'm not doing it the way I would normally do it, but essentially this is it. So we will push that in there, take a little bit of effort, push it down. You can see they're all roughly the same height. There's a couple of different types, so there's a bit different there, but there are 30-06, and that will do the same thing with the 7.62 by 51. So just put 3 or 4 in, make sure they're flush on the bottom. We'll stagger them a bit here, push them so that they start to spring open the sides of the en bloc clip. There's 6. Here goes a 7th, which will be the last easier one. Again, have to make sure it's all the way down on the side. And now we will put in number 7. We will make sure that it's down. And there we have 2 clips, 30-06, 7.62 by 51. So if you're wondering, can it use the same en bloc clips for both cartridges? The answer is yes.